Namaste and welcome to Om Shanti Yoga's video channel in our mini-series on yoga after brain tumor surgery. This is the yoga video for week number 5. Maybe a few updates before we get started. Physically, I've been doing extremely well. I can by now put my head down for a little bit of time, for a couple of breaths. I've had no issues really with pain or anything. My main challenges are staying focused, and I get very easily distracted, and still a lot of things going on at the same time are just overwhelming to me. On the positive side, I've been out and about, morning beach walks, about 3 miles, 5 kilometers. I've been 3 times now, I think it was 3 times out for lunch. Quiet spaces that I know very well with people that I know, but slowly getting back into daily activities. So I'm just sharing this to give you a reference point where I'm at physically, mentally, and today in this yoga practice we're going to kick it up a little bit. We're going to start pretty slow, but we're also going to get into a couple of warriors and standing poses, and also also a balance pose towards the end. What you will need for this practice today is, if you are a beginner or if you have still challenges with balance, use some blocks or get some thicker books if you would like to. Also, for the end of the class, you're going to need a strap, and if you don't have a strap, you can probably use a longer belt or a scarf. Both work pretty well. For the balancing pose, maybe if balance is still a challenge for you, walk up to a wall, or I'm going to use a chair that I'm going to bring up to demonstrate you how to do that. You're also going to notice that I'm wearing really comfortable clothes today, and I do this on purpose because it's really not about what you wear. You don't need to have yoga pants, you don't need to have a yoga shirt. You can do this in your pajamas, you can do this anytime, anyhow you want, and anyhow that's comfortable for you. So the other thing I wanted to mention is, if it's challenging for you to sit on the floor like this and you'd rather not sit in a chair, an option is to put a cushion, a thicker blanket, a yoga block, or maybe even a thick book underneath your buttocks. And this instantly raises up your hips, allows you to lower your knees a little bit more, and maybe you can sit with this a little bit more comfortable, shoulders over your hips, head over your shoulders. So maybe if you don't have the props ready, stop the video right here or pause the video right here, go get what you need, and then we'll get started. So, to get started, find your comfortable seat, close your eyes, and just arrive on your mat. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out of your nose, and just allow yourself to arrive and be here. Let everything that happened today, this week, this month, fall to the side, and try to arrive in the here and the now. Allow yourself to set any thoughts to the side of things that you have to do today, that people are expecting of you today, and maybe also set your own expectations of what this practice should look like to the side. It's perfectly fine to pause this video at any time, take a break at any time, modify the poses so that they're suitable to where you are at today. One challenge with this healing has been a little bit of a roller coaster. Some days are awesome, some days are challenging. And this yoga practice asks nothing else of us than just to arrive every day on our mat with complete acceptance of who we are on that day and what is going on that day. So maybe allow yourself today that grace and just be exactly where you are. Close your lips softly and start to take some deeper breaths in and out of your nose. See whether you can relax your arms, your elbows. Allow your shoulders to sink down. See whether you're sitting as upright as you possibly can. Shoulders over hips, head over shoulders, perfectly balanced. We will start today with a box breath. And if you've done the guided meditations, you're already familiar with this. If you're not, don't worry about it. I'll talk you through it. First, take a deep breath in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out of your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the air out and hold empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold empty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 2, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 4. Hold empty. Breathe in for 4. Hold your breath for 4. Breathe out for 4. Hold empty for 4. Do 2 more rounds of this on your own. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. And then hold empty. Complete your round, and when you're done, return to slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose. This is called box breath, like a box. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold empty for 4. It's a wonderful breath to just arrive, to get your mind focused, and to regulate your nervous system to a more relaxed state. I'll open the class with the chant of 3 ohms. You can chant with me or you can just listen in. Deep inhale. Aum. 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 And if you would like to set an intention for your class today, feel free to do that now. How would you like to feel during this practice, after this practice? Why are you doing this? Take a deep breath in through your nose, bow your head all the way, bring your chin down to your chest, pull that intention into your heart space, and then breathe out and let it go. You can keep your eyes closed or you can flutter them open. With an inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Look up at your hands. Flip your palms out. Hands come down by your side. Inhale through the middle. Look up at your hands. Exhale, hands by your side, chin to your chest. 2 more like that. Inhale. Strong arms, press the palms together. Inhale through the middle, look up. Palms by your side, bring them out, chin to your chest, breathe out. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, arms by the side, look down. We'll reverse the direction. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands down, chin to your chest. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, chin to your chest. Really press those palms together. Inhale, arms up. This time we keep the arms up, and as we exhale, we cactus. Strong fingers, strong arms, shoulder blades pressed together. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Strong arms. Breathe here. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Hands come onto your shoulders. We're going to do a couple of circles to the front. And as you go back, see whether you can really open up your chest and inhale. And as you go forward, maybe even bring your chin to your chest and exhale. Maybe look up, open up your chest, inhale. Bring your chest to your chin to your chest. Exhale. Do a couple more. And then we reverse the direction. Go backwards, open up with an inhale. Bring it back forward with an exhale. Can make those movements as fast or as slow as you'd like, but see whether you can draw the biggest circles that you can with those elbows. Very good. Shake your hands out. Couple of neck rolls. Bring your head down, chin to your chest. Move your right ear towards your right shoulder. Come back to the center. Left ear to the left shoulder. And a couple of times back and forth. Slow half circles. Don't bring your shoulders up. Let your shoulders sink down. If there's any spot that's a little bit tight, feel free to stay there. Just take a couple of breaths. If you're ready, you might move on to full circles with your head. If that doesn't feel good, stay with the half circles or even only moving your chin or your head left to right. If you haven't already, reverse your direction. And then the head comes back up to center. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. We've done this before. Inhale, back up. Both arms up, left hand to the hand, right arm reaches up and over. Both arms up, right hand down, reach up and over. And this time we cactus the arm back with an inhale and we reach with an exhale. Inhale, arm back. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and both arms up. And we move on to the other side. First stretch up and over. Then we inhale, cactus the arm back. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Really reach with that right arm. Cactus opens up the chest. And the reach and lengthen really stretches out the upper body. One more like that. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Both arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your left hand on top of your right knee, right hand behind you. Sit up really tall and then twist over to the right. I'm not mirroring you. So you're going to go to the opposite direction. Sit up as tall as you can and the back hand really presses into the mat or into the floor. Maybe as you inhale, you can sit a little taller. And as you exhale, you can twist a little deeper. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Twist to the opposite side. Also here, see whether you can sit up as tall as you can. We're not pulling with that hand on our knee. The twist really comes from the engagement of the muscles in the torso. So your abdomen should be working. The sides where your ribs are should be working as you're twisting your body to the left. Very good. Come back to the center. Bring your arms overhead with an inhale one more time, and then bring them forward and down to the floor. We're going to do one more pose here before we move on. Bring the soles of your feet together. and walk those heels as closely to your groin as possible. Hands come around your toes, or you can grab a hold of your ankles. Sit up as tall as you can. A couple of bounces with your knees up and down. And then we simply take our hands and with a flat back, walk forward. Once you reach your edge, where you can feel a stretch but no pain, no pushing, no straining, that's when you drop your head and chest fold in. Remember, yoga is a practice of non-violence, and that also means non-violence against ourselves. So you should never feel any pain, any strain. If your breath gets labored, if you can't take a full breath, back out of the pose. If your breath isn't deep and even, if it gets shallow or ragged because you're overexerting yourself, take a break. The whole point of this practice here is to allow the nervous system to calm down, to work your muscles, to systematically move the energy in your body around, but not stressing the body out and causing harm. So whatever you do, take it slow, back out, modify the pose if it gets too much. Slowly bring your head back up, bring your hands back in, maybe use them to bring your knees together, and we come forward, tabletop position, hands and knees. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, look up, chin comes up, tailbone comes up, press your belly down. Exhale, round your spine, tailbone tucks down, chin tucks to your chest. Really press through your hands. Stretch that upper body and the lower body into a big arch. Inhale, chin up, tailbone up, belly down. Exhale, round your spine, press into the mat. Do 3 more on your own. And we come back to center. Hands come one hand print to the front. Dancing lion. Any organic movements. You can do circles, you can do figure eights. You can go forwards and backwards. And again, if you find any spot that is tight in your hips, in your torso, in your shoulders, in your arms, just stay there. See whether you can loosen it up by taking a couple of deep breaths. Also remember, child's pose is always available. Keep going in your movement. I'm just going to demonstrate child's pose here real quick. If you ever need a break, bring your hips wide, forehead down, stretch the arms out long, and just breathe. So walk your hands back to tabletop position, and this time really make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. First thing we're going to do is bring our right leg to the back. Weight is equally distributed into your arms. Couple of bounces back and forth. And then we lift that right leg up. Keep the toes pointed down, straight leg. Hip is not coming up, hip is level with the floor. Now if this is enough for you, stay right here. If you'd like to go a little bit further, bring your left arm out. Gaze is down or forward at your left thumb, whatever feels good here on your neck, and just breathe here. Find your balance. Press into the top of your left foot and really press down into your right hand. Now we're going to go through a little bit of movement here. And remember, you can always bring that hand back down if the balance doesn't feel right for you. So inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, tap your foot down and hand down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Really round that upper body. Inhale out. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2, 3 more on your own. And you've reached your third one. Bring the right leg back to the back and over to the left side. Set it down on the ball of your foot. So your heel is pointing up, and look over your left shoulder towards that right foot. Should you feel a nice stretch on the outer side of your right hip. Very good. Now bring your leg up and over all the way to the right side. I'm going to demonstrate it this way. For gate pose, walk your hands in. Come up. Reach your arms overhead with an inhale. Right hand slides down the leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Breathe here for 3 breaths. Slow and steady in and out of your nose. And bring your left hand down to the floor. Really press that right foot into the mat. Right arm reaches up. Modified side plank. And now reach that right arm over for a long stretch. And if you'd like, see whether you can lift up that right leg. Completely optional. Leave it down if that feels better. Leg comes back down if it was up, both arms up. Hands down. And we go back to our tabletop position. 2 rounds of cat-cow here. Check in with your body. See what the quality of your breath is. Maybe your heart rate came a little bit up. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you don't. We'll keep going here. If you'd like a break, just pause the video and go into a child's pose. Bring your left leg to the back of the mat. Set it down on the ball of your foot. Couple of bounces back and forth. Then lift that left leg up. Hips are level. Toes are pointing down. Make sure you're good and stable, and if you'd like to try it, bring your right arm out to the front. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Keep going. And remember that there's always an option to bring the arm down. I'm going to demonstrate this here. You're doing the same thing, you're just leaving the arm out. So inhale, reach, exhale, tap, inhale, reach, elbow to knee. Do 3 more on your own, whatever shape, whatever variation you're using. And last one. Very good. Hand comes back down, foot sits over to the left side. Take a peek over your left shoulder with your right foot. See whether you can find that stretch on your left hip. And then your foot comes all the way up and over to the left, out to the left. I'm just going to move to the side here. You can see this for gate pose. Walk your hands in. Inhale, arms come overhead. Left hand slides down, right arm reaches up and over. Really make sure you press that left foot into the mat and the top of the right foot into the mat for stability. Breathe here. Right hand comes down to the mat, left arm reaches up for modified side plank. Breathe here. Really press that foot down. Strong left leg. And then reach up and over. And if it feels good, feel free to lift that left leg up. If you're lifting that left leg up, flex the foot, press through the heel. Toes are not pointing up, toes are pointing forward. Long stretch all through the side of the body. Bring that left foot down if it was up. Inhale, arms overhead. And hands down to the mat. So we're going to try this morning to add some down dogs. I can't hold them very long, but 3 breaths are okay for me. See where you are at. So tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. Walk through your feet. Pedal through your heels. Bend one knee, then the other knee. Just see where you are. And then slowly walk your hands forward, feet forward to meet your hands. Top of the mat, let your upper body hang heavy. Clasp hands to elbows. Shake your head, no. Shake your head, yes. Maybe a couple of circles with your head. And then slowly roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Let's check in here. How does that feel? How's your body feel? How does your mind feel? Just check in. Awareness is very important, realizing where you're at, what your body needs right now, whether you can keep going or whether you need a break. If you want a break, pause the video, perfectly fine. If you want to keep going, we're going to flow a little bit here. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, bend into your knees and fold forward, hands come down. Inhale, lift halfway, hands come onto your thighs, onto your shins, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold. We'll roll all the way back up. Circle the sun, look up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more like that. Inhale, arms overhead. Slight bend into your knees. Fold forward. Let your upper body hang. Lift halfway, flat back, hands onto your shins or on your thighs. Look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Maybe add a little back bend. Slight bend in your knees. Fold forward. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Bring your right knee down. Untuck your right toes. This is Anjaneyasana. We've already done that last week. You can use blocks here if it's more comfortable for you. This height or this height. I'm not going to use any blocks today. So you can walk your hands up to your knees and put them under your left knee. Press the top of your right foot down. Press your left foot into the mat and then inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Right arm forward, left arm back. Gaze can be to the front. Gaze can be to the back. Gaze can be to the side. Or you can move the gaze. Whatever's good here. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the mat and we hinge forward and backwards. We've done this before. And if you're comfortable, settle into the back. Lift halfway with an inhale. And then simply fold over your left leg. We're not going to be here for long. Just 2 more breaths. Make them deep and smooth. Bring your weight back forward. Step your right foot forward to meet the left. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Don't forget the slight bend in your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Left foot to the back of the mat. Knee comes down. Untuck the toes. Hands to your knees. Or inhale, arms overhead. Breathe here. Find your stability. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Breathe here. Again, you have options where your gaze is going. You can go back and forth between your front hand and your back hand. You can choose your front or your back thumb or the side. Find your stability here. Inhale, arms overhead.
Exhale, hands to the mat, and we hinge back and forwards. And then we settle into the back, lift up halfway, and fold over your right leg. It really doesn't matter whether your leg is completely straight or not. I have pretty good flexibility here. It might look for you like this. Just go as far as you can. Again, remember, never any pushing, never any pain, never any strain. With your next inhale, come back forward. Step your right foot forward to meet the left. Lift halfway with an inhale. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up. Arms circle the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to add a balance pose here. So first, what we do is going to reset. So bring your feet about hip distance apart. Let your arms hang by your side. And just close your eyes. Deep breath in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, flutter your eyes back open. Shake your arms out. We'll start with mountain pose, which is a very strong foundational balance for the balance poses. Pretty much for any balance pose that you do. So, feet are hip distance apart, feet are parallel. Bring your toes up for a second and then set them back down. See whether you can connect all 10 toes to the floor. Ball of your right foot and ball of your left foot, your right heel and your left heel. Now see whether you can lift up your kneecaps, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your buttocks, bring your shoulders back and down. Arms are by your side, hands open up, strong fingers. See whether you can lengthen your neck, tuck your chin slightly. Now close your eyes. If this doesn't feel good and stable, open your eyes back up, make any adjustments you need to make, but this is your mountain pose. Imagine yourself as a mountain, unmovable, no matter what storm comes against it. So as you go through these days of recovery, maybe sometimes bring that picture of a mountain back. Whatever the storm is, you're going to weather it. So for our balance pose, we're going to do a tree pose today. And I'm going to bring the chair out here just to demonstrate you how to do this if you need a little bit of support. You can also do this against the wall. Okay, so bring the weight into your left foot. Same thing as we have done before. Feel your heel, ball of your left foot, lift the toes up, set them back down, all the weight in your left foot. Strengthen the left leg up, the thigh, left butt cheek. Roll your shoulders back and down. And if you need any support, hold on to the support. And the only thing we're going to do first is lift our right foot up and set the heel on top of the left foot. Right knee comes out to the side. And maybe this is where you are. If you would like to go a little bit further, you can bring your right sole of the foot on the right side of your left shin. Knee points out to the side, hips are open. You can hold on to the chair or to the wall, or you can have your hands in front of your heart. If this is easy and stable for you, the next option is to bring your leg up, put the sole on the inside of your left thigh. You don't want to put it on the knee because you might hurt yourself, so either on the shin or on the thigh. The leg goes out to the side, hips are open. You can stay right here and work with your balance, or if this feels good and stable, maybe your hands come together. Maybe you grow some branches. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall out. The only thing we don't do is try again. So if you wobble and fall out, give yourself a laugh, give yourself a giggle, and maybe just try again. My balance on the left side is very, very challenging. I'm not sure whether you can see it, but my left leg is really, really working. I used to be able to do this with my eyes closed. Now I have to keep my eyes open. Wherever you are, we'll come out the same way we came in. So first the hands come back in, then the leg comes back down, and we just shake everything off. And we'll try the other side. So weight comes into your right foot. Hold on for balance if you need to. Bring the weight into your right foot. Feel your heel, ball of the right foot. Maybe lift the toes up and set them back down. Strengthen up that right leg. Engage the thigh. Lift up the kneecap. Engage the right buttocks. And then lift your left foot up. Maybe this is your option. Left heel on top of your right foot. Maybe you want to go to the right inside of the right shin, or you want to bring your foot all the way up, sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Again, we're not putting the foot on the knee. Leg goes out to the side, one plane here. If this feels good and stable, maybe you try to take your hand off the chair or the wall, bring it to your chest. And again, if you have good stability here, reach your arms up, grow some branches. Also wobbling here, but not nearly as bad, not nearly as challenging as the left side. And so much better than it was beginning of the week when I started the sequence and I started to practice more of those balance poses. We come out the same way we came in. Hands to your heart. Knee comes forward and down. Very good. Shake the legs off. This is something you can try all day during the day. Just to get your balance back, you can hold on to a counter in the kitchen. You can do this in your bathroom while you're brushing your teeth. Adds an extra element of a challenge fit. But this is a wonderful way to just get back into practicing balancing. And you'll see, at least for me, the left side is much more challenged than the right side. So I keep some extra focus on the left side and give the left side some extra attention. All right, we're going to go through one more flow, and then we're going to come to a cool down sequence and some rest. All right, again, check in with yourself. If you need a break here, pause the video and come back later. Okay, we'll start at the top of our mat. Find your feet parallel hip distance apart. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Add a back bend. Fold forward with your exhale. Lift halfway with your inhale. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Bring your knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Right arm forward, left arm back. This time your gaze is forward towards your right thumb. Now bring your right hand down to the mat next to your left foot. Left arm reaches up. Look at your left hand. There's an option here to add on. If you'd like to tuck your back toe and straighten that leg. And here comes a difficult transition. Knees down or knees up, whatever you choose. But what we're going to do is come up and leave our arms as you are. So with an inhale, see whether you can come up for a high lunge balance. Right arm forward, left arm back. Again, it's always an option to put the right knee back down. Very good. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot to the back. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Arms come by your side. Inhale, baby cobra. Use your back muscles more than your knees. Press your pelvis down. Tops of the feet down. Use your back muscles to lift your upper body up. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. And this time, maybe see whether you can bring your hands off the mat. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes and press yourself back into a child's pose. Take a breath here. Release your forehead to the mat or to a block. Just 2 more breaths. Check in with your heart rate. Check in with your breath. Check in with your mind. And bring your upper body back up. Knees come back in. Tuck your toes. Second downward facing dog for today. See whether you can lift your right leg up and back. And then bring it forward and step it in between your hands. You might have to do this in 1 or a couple of steps, doesn't matter. See whether you can bring your right foot in between your hands, right knee on top of your right ankle. Then bring your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, arms up for Anjani Asana. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. This time, focus on your front fingers. Then bring your left hand down next to your right foot. Right arm reaches up. And again, option here to tuck your back toe and strengthen that leg. To make this next transition with your knee up, you really need to have strong legs here. Right foot is pressing into the mat. Left leg is strong and engaged. Again, your choice here to leave the knee down or bring it up, but with your next inhale, see whether you can come up. Keep your balance. Right arm back, left arm forward. Gaze over your left hand. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot forward to meet the right. Lift halfway with an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes and breathe here. Again, checking in with your body. Checking in with your mind. See how you're doing. Flutter your eyes open. Bring your feet probably as wide as your mat, on the front of your mat. You might need a block for this or not. We're going to do a yogi squat, malasana. So you're going to bend into your knees. You're going to come down. Both heels are down on the floor. Bring your outside, the tricep against your knees from the inside. Lift up and just sit down here. I know I make it look easy. So here are a couple of tips if you're struggling with this one. First, let me show you from the side. Kind of what it looks like from the side. Tailbone reaches down, upper body reaches up, elbows press on the inside of the knees to put it open. Now, if you can't do this with your heels on the ground, there's an option to use a block. You can sit down on a block to do this. Any height. Going to give you a little bit of stability, and then you can really bring the soles of the foot, heel, balls of the foot and toes down, hands on the inside, and press it out. There's a lot of things going on here, opening in the hips, strength in the legs, and the focus for this week for me was really to get the heart rate a little bit up and get those big muscles stretched out that I'm using every day for walking on the beach. So if this is not the pose for you, feel free to take a break right here, but give it a try with the block or without the block. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Just allow yourself to be here. Very good. From here, come down to a seat, onto the floor. Going to do a little bit of core work. Again, getting those muscles working again. And for this, you can use a cushion, you can use a book, or you can use a block. We're going to put the block this way, the smallest way, in between our knees. And we're pressing the block We're squeezing the block with our knees, okay? Hands come behind your back. You're gonna walk your toes in as much as they can. Straighten up your back. Lift your right foot up. Set it down. Lift your left foot up. Set it down. Both feet up. If this is too much, stay with one foot. If this is easy, squeeze that block. See whether you can bring your arms forward. Breathe here. If this is easy, see whether you can lower down and bring it back up. Low boat, high boat. Low boat, high boat. Low boat and hold. High boat. Bring your feet back down. Take the block out. Feet come as wide as your mat. Bring your upper body forward. Just let your head hang. Again, you have options here. You can just use one foot, lift it up and down, and then the other foot. You can keep your hands behind your back, lift both feet up. You can bring your arms forward, and you can go through the low boat, high boat sequence. Whatever you're ready for. No judgment, it's a process. Don't overexert yourself, don't strain anything. Don't strain your neck. If there's any pain or any discomfort, go back or skip the pose. Okay, we're going to do one more round of this, so bring the block back. Block comes in between your knees, hands by your side, fingers pointing forward, walk those feet in, straighten up that back, lift those feet up, one or both. Stay here or bring your arms out forward, breathe here. Strong back. And now we're going to do 10 low boat, high boat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Block comes to the side, book comes to the side. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. Windshield wiper them left or right. Gonna do one counter stretch here, so bring your legs out long. Toes point up. With an inhale, bring your arms overhead. Flat back, exhale, bring your arms forward, don't bring them down. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And now surrender to the pose. Go forward as far as you can with a flat back. And again, when you reach your edge, that's when you let your head hang. Let your upper back round. And just breathe. It really doesn't matter whether you're here, you're here, you're here, or even further. Allow yourself to be where you are every day and just breathe. Going to be here for 5 more breaths. Maybe each time you inhale, you can lengthen your spine out a little bit. And each time you exhale, maybe you can fold a little deeper. Again, no pushing, no straining. If you can't take a full breath, back out of the pose. With an inhale, come back up. Grab your strap and recline all the way onto your back. As you arrive on your back, first thing, bring your knees into your chest. Maybe draw a couple of circles to the same direction or into opposite directions. Make sure your back is all the way flat on the mat. Upper back, your mid back, press your lower back down. Change the direction. Then we'll take the strap, put it around both balls of the foot, the widest part of your foot. Legs come straight up. Slide your hands down on the strap until your tricep land back on the floor. This is an assisted waterfall pose. Just breathe here. Your lower back should be on the mat, your mid back, your upper back. Should be some tension in your legs, toes pointing down, weight of your arms, pulling the legs down. Breathe here. Very good. Now we'll take the right foot out of the strap. We'll stretch it out long. Strap comes into your left hand. Right arm comes out to a T or to a cactus. Keep a little bit of engagement in that right leg. Toes point up and forward towards your face. And then lower your left leg out to the side. Doesn't matter how far you go. The more you pull the strap up towards your head, your foot upwards to your head, the more intense the stretch will be. Make sure your right hip stays on the floor. So something I'd like to do is take my right hand on my right hip, just to remember. And again, it really doesn't matter where your leg is. Could be up here, could be up here, could be down here. Honor your journey, allow yourself to be wherever you are today, and just breathe. 3 more deep breaths. Now bring that leg back up. Take the strap into your right hand. Left arm comes out to T, and now you're going to bring the leg up and over to the right side. I'm a little bit restricted how far I can go here because of the setup. But this time your left hip may lift off the mat. You just bring your leg out to that right side. And again, keep your toes parallel, your foot parallel to the floor. Maybe your toes even pointing down a little bit towards the floor. And the further you pull that right foot up towards your head, the more intense the stretch is going to be. Outer IT band stretches are really important, especially if you do a lot of walking. Come back to your center with an inhale, and we switch sides. So right foot comes into the strap, left foot comes out, strap comes into your right hand, left arm out to a T or to a cactus, and then bring your right leg down as far as it may. Again, I'm a little restricted here with my setup. You go as far as it feels comfortable for you. 3 more breaths. Then bring it back to center. Strap comes into your left hand, right arm out to a T, and now your right leg comes up and over. Right hip may lift off the floor. Keep a little bit of engagement in that left leg. Make sure your foot is parallel to the floor, maybe even the toes pointing a little bit down. And the further you pull that foot up towards your face, the more intense the stretch will be. Shoulders stay on the mat. Breathe here. Bring the leg up to center with an inhale. Remove the strap. Bring both knees into your chest 1 more time. Arms come out to a T. Knees come to a 90-degree angle. And then set your knees over to the left. They might come to the floor. They might rest on a cushion or some blocks. Doesn't matter. Both shoulders stay on the floor. If you'd like, lift your head up. Look over to the right and set it back down. breathe here. Stay with the practice. If thoughts of things come in, things you have to do, expectations towards you, thoughts about the day, just allow them to float by. Set them on the side of your mat. Promise them you'll take care of them later. Just breathe here for the last couple of minutes. Bring your knees back up with a little bit of core engagement and set those knees over to the other side, to the right side. Again, both shoulders stay on the mat. Lift your head up. Look over to the left if that feels comfortable for you. Close your eyes and just breathe. And then with an inhale, bring your knees back to center. Bring them all the way in. Wrap your arms around your shins. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Breathe here. Just take a couple of breaths. And for the first 2 breaths, maybe squeeze everything in as tightly as you can. And then allow yourself to stretch out long for your final Shavasana. Let your toes fall out to the side. Let your arms rest by your side. If you'd like, bring some cushions underneath your thighs. If your lower back is bothering you, takes a little bit of the pressure off. Your palms can be facing down, your palms can be facing up. Just relax here. Get any fidgets out of the way. This can be the most difficult pose. All of what we're asked for is to remain completely still. Let everything settle. Be aware what's going on our body while not getting attached to any sensation, any feeling, or any thought. Please stay here in your Shavasana. I'm going to walk you through a guided relaxation for your body. Bring your attention to your right foot. Toes, top of the foot, sole of the foot, right ankle. Take a deep breath in. Open up, and as you exhale through your mouth, your right foot is completely relaxed. Tension goes to your right shin, right calf, your right thigh, your right knee. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, and as you exhale, feel how your right leg is completely relaxed. Tension to your left foot. Toes, top of the foot, bottom of the foot, ankle. Deep breath in. Breathe out and let that foot relax. Your next breath is for your left shin, calf, knee, and thigh. Breathe in through your nose. Open up your mouth and let any tension melt out of that left leg. Bring your attention to your torso. Your lower back resting on the floor, outer right hip, outer left hip. Your mid back, your upper back, and your shoulders as they're resting on the floor. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold the breath for a second. Open your mouth, and as you exhale, any tension in your torso drains down into the mat and leaves your body. Your belly, your rib, your chest. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, and as you exhale, let everything relax. Your right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, Hand and fingers, deep breath in. As you breathe out, let them get heavy and completely relax. Your left arm, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, hand and fingers. Breathe in. Open your mouth and allow this breath to relax your left arm. Your neck, side of the neck, back and front, back of the head resting on the mat. Your jaw, your cheeks, right temple, left temple, and forehead. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feel all tension melt out of your face. Let the tongue fall from the top of your roof of your mouth. Let it relax, let it fall down. Relax the gaze behind your eyes. Last breath we're taking together here is for your mind. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, see whether you can relax your mind. I'm going to leave you here for another 2 minutes, relaxing in your Shavasana. Try to lay completely still. If you feel any tension building up in your body or any area that needs further relaxation, bring your attention there. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your mouth. Relax, relax, relax. If at any point your mind starts to wander, just notice it. Put down the bat. No judgment, no effort. Just bring your attention back to the body and to the breath. Allow yourself to be here just a little bit longer. You can stay here as long as you'd like. So I'm going to bring you out of your Shavasana and close the class. Feel free to pause the video or just ignore me if you feel like you want to stay longer in your Shavasana. It's perfectly fine. Keep your attention on the body. Keep relaxing your body, mind, and soul. For those of you who are ready to come out and finish the class, close your mouth and take a deep breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your nose. Keep your eyes closed. Start to wiggle your toes. Roll your ankles. Wiggle your fingers. Roll your wrists. Roll the back of your head on your mat a little bit left to right. Don't make the motion too big, just be gentle. Move your jaw around a little bit. Maybe squeeze your face and let it relax. Reach your arms overhead and give yourself a big stretch. Point your toes forward, reach with your fingers, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, maybe bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself one more hug.
If you'd like, roll over to your favorite side. Keep your eyes closed. Enjoy the quiet and the peace. When you're ready, again, there's no rush. Take your time. Press yourselves back up to seated. Keep your eyes closed. Like at the beginning of the class, we'll sit shoulders over hips, head over shoulders, tall and upright. Check in how you feel. How does your breath feel? How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? Bring your mind back to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Maybe you can carry that intention from today, from taking this class, from following me, through the rest of your day, the rest of your week, maybe the rest of the month or the rest of the year. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I close the class with 1 chant of Om and 3 shantis. Deep inhale if you'd like to chant with me. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The love and light in me honors, loves, and sees the love and light in you, amazing yogis. I hope you enjoyed my practice today. Maybe it can provide a little bit of inspiration for you. Take it slow. Honor your path, honor your healing. Allow yourself to be exactly where you are. This is not about emulating me or doing exactly as I do. Everybody's journey is different. Honor yours. Namaste.